Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today, and over the next two episodes too, into a topic that's been getting a lot of attention.
It really has.
Large language models and their potential to really shake things up in sales.
I think shake things up might even be an understatement.
Oh, okay. Well, for this deep dive, we're going to be looking at Dr. Richard Conde's article.
Why sales leaders should embrace large language models today.
That's the one. So get ready, because we're going to be exploring how these powerful AI tools, these LLMs, could be the key to unlocking.
Bringing better efficiency for sure.
Yes, more personalization,
Don't
and
forget sales success.
that's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Definitely. And you know what's so fascinating about Dr. Conde's argument is that he doesn't see LLMs as just like another shiny new toy.
Yeah, he thinks they're a total game changer.
Okay, I'm interested, but I think for anyone who hasn't been totally immersed in AI lately,
Yeah.
can you give us a quick breakdown of what LLMs actually are?
So think of them as super advanced language processors trained on a huge amount of data.
Okay. And they don't just understand human-like text, they can generate it and analyze it too.
So they're way beyond just your average chatbot.
Oh yeah, way beyond. They can understand context, nuance, even intent.
So it's almost like,
It's like having an army of brainy research assistants working 24/7.
wow. So we're talking about AI that doesn't just spit out pre-programmed responses.
Right. This AI gets what people are saying, what they actually need.
That changes everything for sales, if you think about it.
It really does. Just imagine being able to connect with customers on a much deeper level.
Predicting sales outcomes with crazy accuracy.
And even automating all those tasks that take up so much time.
You've definitely got my attention. Can you give me a real-world example of how this would play out?
Okay, let's say you're qualifying leads, right? Traditionally, that takes forever.
Yeah, sifting through tons of data.
Exactly. But picture this. An LLM analyzes all that data in seconds.
No way.
Yep. Finds the best prospects and makes your lead scoring super accurate.
Any sales manager would love that. But wouldn't we risk losing that human touch in sales if we rely too much on tech?
That's a great point, and we'll definitely be discussing that more in the next couple of episodes.
Okay, good.
But for now, think of LLMs as really powerful assistants.
Assistance.
Yeah, they handle the tough stuff so your team can focus on building those relationships.
Okay, I see. So it's more like using technology to make people better, not replace them.
Exactly.
But do we actually have any proof that these LLMs can get real results? Can they actually bring in more revenue?
Oh, absolutely. Accenture did a study, and get this. Companies using AI for sales saw revenue jump by over 15%.
Wow, compared to companies that weren't using it.
Yep, that's pretty hard to ignore.
No kidding. So we're not just talking about theory here. There are real numbers to back this up.
Real numbers, real results.
Okay, so how do these LLMs actually improve each stage of the sales funnel? Where do we see the biggest changes?
Well, that's the beauty of it. They can potentially transform the entire sales process from the very first contact to closing the deal.
So let's break that down. Starting with prospecting, how can LLMs make that first outreach more effective?
Imagine an LLM that can take in data from social media, websites, industry reports, even a prospect's own online activity.
Okay.
And it doesn't just find leads, it figures out how likely they are to buy.
So sales teams can focus on the best leads.
Exactly. Work smarter, not harder, right?
Right. So what about engaging those prospects and building those relationships? Personalization is still important, right?
Totally. And that's where LLMs really shine. Forget those generic emails and cold calls.
Oh, thank goodness.
LLMs can help create messages that are tailored to each prospect.
You mean their needs, their behaviors, their pain points?
Exactly. It's all about creating that personal touch, even when you're dealing with a lot of prospects.
That's really impressive. So we're talking about AI that combines efficiency with that human element.
I think that's a good way to put it.
But what about closing the deal? How can LLMs help with that final push?
Picture this. A sales rep is on a call with a client, and an LLM is listening in the background.
Like a silent partner.
And as they talk, the LLM suggests relevant case studies, highlights key points.
It's like having a secret weapon.
And it can even create a custom proposal right then and there.
That could totally change the game. But how does all this translate to happy customers?
Well, think about it. 73% of customers say a good experience is a major factor in their decision to buy.
So it's more than just efficiency. It's about using LLMs to create a great experience for customers.
And that leads to loyalty and more business.
It makes sense. But LLMs can also help with forecasting accuracy, right?
Absolutely. They can analyze past interactions, customer data, even market trends.
And that gives sales leaders a clearer picture of what to expect.
They can make better decisions and use resources more effectively.
So we're moving from gut feelings to data-driven forecasting.
Exactly. A study back in 2020 found that using AI for forecasting improved accuracy by 25%.
That's huge. It sounds like Dr. Conde has a good point about sales leaders needing to get on board with LLMs.
I think he's onto something. But we've really only scratched the surface here.
I know. There's so much more to discuss.
We'll be back next time to dive even deeper into LLMs.
We'll be exploring how to actually implement them, the challenges and opportunities that come with that.
And we'll talk about how sales leaders can succeed in this new world of AI.
It's going to be fascinating.
It's not even just keeping up, it's more like getting ahead of the game.
I like that.
Because things are changing so fast, you know? And LLMs, they're going to be what separates?
The winners from the losers.
Yeah, exactly.